What exactly is NASA searching for at the bottom of the ocean? We've all seen NASA as the ultimate space agency, sending astronauts to the moon, rovers to Mars, and telescopes into deep space. But recently, NASA scientists have been sent deep beneath Earth's oceans, up to 10 kilometers below sea level, for weeks at a time. Not just that, NASA has developed a special autonomous underwater vehicle called Orpheus that dives into some of the most dangerous, unexplored parts of our oceans. But the real question is, why? Why would an organization focused on exploring outer space invest so much in exploring inner Earth? Especially when the United States already has a dedicated agency for ocean research, NOAA. Some believe NASA may have found signs of alien life deep underwater. Others think it might be preparing for a future disaster that humanity is unaware of. But there's one undeniable fact. We know more about the surface of the Moon and Mars than we know about the deepest parts of our own oceans. Let that sink in. According to geophysicist Edward Bullard, despite Earth being 70% ocean, our understanding of the seafloor is still extremely limited. That's because reaching the bottom of the ocean is far more dangerous than landing on a planet. With each 10-meter descent, water pressure increases by 1 atmosphere. Remember the Titan submersible incident? It was just 3.5 kilometers underwater when it imploded due to immense pressure, instantly vaporizing the passengers inside. Their brains didn't even get the 25 milliseconds needed to register pain. That's how terrifying these depths are. Now imagine NASA planning to go nearly 3 times deeper than that. Why? Because the bottommost region of the ocean, called the Hadal Zone, might hold the answer to life itself. This region, filled with towering underwater mountains and deep trenches, hosts hydrothermal vents, essentially underwater volcanoes. These vents release boiling water and minerals at temperatures reaching 400 degrees Celsius, enough to melt solid metal. And here's the shocking part. Scientists believe that life on Earth didn't begin with sunlight, but with these vents. We often think sunlight is the only energy source life can use. But it turns out the earliest life forms, bacteria and microbes, evolved in complete darkness, powered by Earth's internal heat and surrounded by chemicals and minerals from the vents. So, if life can form under such extreme conditions on Earth, could it also exist elsewhere? That's where the connection to outer space, and Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, comes in. Europa is covered in a thick shell of ice, but beneath that ice, scientists have found strong evidence of a massive saltwater ocean, possibly twice the amount of water found on Earth. How do they know this? Through data from NASA's Galileo spacecraft and the Voyager missions, which observed magnetic field patterns and surface cracks indicating subsurface liquid water. Even more fascinating, Europa's ice constantly flexes and stretches due to Jupiter's immense gravity. This tidal flexing generates internal heat, just like Earth's core, creating the same hydrothermal activity beneath the ice, which means Europa might have the exact same conditions where life first began on Earth. That's why NASA is launching one of its most ambitious missions ever, the Europa Clipper. It's set to launch in October 2024, and the journey will take almost 7 years to reach Jupiter's orbit, navigating gravitational forces, asteroid belts, and solar radiation. The spacecraft will take a slingshot from Mars, then Earth, and finally propel toward Europa. Once it arrives around 2031, it will begin orbiting Europa and collecting vital data: gravity, temperature, atmosphere, radiation. But that's just the beginning. The real sci-fi begins after that. NASA plans to send cryobots, robots that melt through Europa's ice using nuclear power, drilling down possibly 2 to 20 kilometers until they reach the ocean. And when they do, they'll release 48 micro-swimming robots into the dark alien sea to search for life. Think about it. If these bots detect even the tiniest trace of alien biology, we will have the first real proof that humanity is not alone in the universe. It could change everything. But even if we don't find anything, the fact that the best minds from across the world are coming together, putting aside religion, nationality, politics, to chase a 1% chance of finding extraterrestrial life. That's what makes us human. It's curiosity, it's ambition, it's the refusal to stop asking questions. Whether we find life or not, these missions push human civilization forward. They inspire the next generation of scientists, engineers, thinkers, and explorers. So, as the Europa mission prepares to launch, ask yourself, Could the answers to life beyond Earth be hiding not in the stars, but beneath our oceans? Let curiosity lead your life, because there's always more to learn, more to explore, more to become.